Lara! Peter!
For whom do you search?
Oh, it's my children. They're out playing a game, but I'll find them soon enough.
I now know death better than I know the shape of my hand or my own sword. Hendel charged into battle at my side. I'd known him since I enlisted, but when I looked at him that night, I had a vision. I saw the faces of the men he had killed, and I saw that he would not live to see the morning.
According to the records, King Rakkus had a strong jaw, hair as black as night, and wore gleaming armor over his muscular... Sorry, what was I talking about?
The Grand Maester, behind the Order's corruption. Deep down, I think I always knew. Perhaps that's why I never felt worthy of the Order, as if I was not a true Templar.
You had no choice.
What is this?
Destroy the gate! The Nephilim is here!
Dares to attack us? Malthael is my brother. I fought 1,000 battles by his side, and I care not that he seeks to destroy you and your kind. But my brother has grown sick, and he must be put down for his own sake. Yet I have not the heart to do this. And so it falls to you. Come, Nephilim, to Pandemonium.
Malthael tried to destroy the way to Pandemonium. He knows that I am coming for him. I will cross the broken land over which angel and demon have fought wars beyond counting, to the Pandemonium fortress, where the angel of death waits, hiding behind its walls.
Why would Imperius want you to follow him? I don't like this.
There is a siege camp not far from here. Meet me there, and I will show you what must be done.
The Ravagers were among the most fearsome soldiers of hell. Having grown accustomed to the taste of war, they remained in Pandemonium long after the last siege.
Demons, the remnants of a long-forgotten battle.
The Ravagers were among the most fearsome soldiers of hell. Having grown accustomed to the taste of war, they remained in Pandemonium long after the last siege of the fortress ended. Now, they regard the realm as their home and terrorize any angels who venture onto the battlefields. The Ravagers were among the most fearsome soldiers of hell. The Ravagers were among the most fearsome soldiers of hell. Having grown accustomed to the taste of war, they remained in Pandemonium long after the last siege of the fortress ended. Now, they regard the realm as their own and terrorize any angels who venture onto the battlefields.
We do not have the luxury of time.
My spirit grows fast.
That is a seed room. Do you see the battering ram below? That is the only way you can breach the fortress gates. But it is useless without the siege rooms that power it. You have one in your possession, but there are two more. You will find them on the battlefield below, imprisoned along with the demons that carried them. Once you have the rooms, go to the ram. But know this, Nephilim. Even if you release Malthael from his madness, I will not thank you for it.
I do not need your thanks.
Pandemonium is a harsh realm, and its inhabitants must be resourceful to survive. But none more so than the scavengers, who armor themselves in the very rocks beneath their feet. They may appear as mighty giants to their foes, but a few harsh strikes will reveal that their true form is much smaller. I suspect that the barbed lurker is part demon, for its appearance has an aspect far too sinister to occur naturally. It expels a noxious poison worthy of the hells, and from what I can tell, it will only feed on its own kind or the corpses of demons. One hopes it will never encounter a human. Not all of the hazards of Pandemonium lie above ground. The tunnelers roam just beneath the surface, breaking through to snatch prey in their enormous jaws. And my heroic friends ask why I wish to stay inside the fortress.
Pandemonium is the Alpha and the Omega of the eternal conflict. It lies at the center of all things, linking the realms of heaven and hell. Long ago, when the angels were young, the aspect of wisdom found the eye of Anu here. He named it the World Stone, and all of heaven swore to protect it.
But I will not stand down!
takes another 10,000 years! This eternal battle only strengthens our resolve. Let's ends up. What kind of demon are you? No matter. Death to the enemy.
Spirits, aid me!
I cannot carry more. I need to go back.
Thought on what you said, and you may have been right. Can't bear the thought of another friend's death.
The alternative is to spend a life alone. No easy path, Hedrick.
I suppose so. The Grand Maester, behind the Order's corruption. Deep down, I think I always knew. Perhaps that's why I never felt worthy of the Order, as if I was not a true Templar.
You had no choice. The Templar used fear and violence to make you into a slave. But now the truth has burned away the lies. You are free to believe in what your heart says is true.
I believe in you and your quest. This world must be saved, regardless of the corruption of the Templar.
In the end, Zai trapped Dirges in the ruby Lyria had worn. Zai kept the stone around his neck as a reminder. In time, though, the burden grew too great to bear, and he cast off the stone. His divinity? Everything. Where there once stood a young god, there was now just an old man.
An old man?
So the story says.
If you're so bored, why don't you fight me?
You don't have a weapon. It's not fair.
No weapons, then.
Ha! I'd still win.
Leave me alone. I'm getting drunk, and no, I'm not sharing.
Talk to Hadric about the dagger. Answers will bring you peace you will not find from drink.
Don't be so sure. I found all the answers I need. The bloody Thieves Guild killed my brother.
You say that, but you do not know if your words are true.
Neither do you.
We can't start to rebuild until we know that the one who caused this devastation is dead.
It will not be long. I swear it.
I hope so.
Not all of the hazards of Pandemonium lie above ground. The tunnelers roam just beneath the surface, breaking through to snatch prey in their enormous jaws. And my heroic friends ask why I wish to stay inside the fortress.
The people of Westmarch are starting to rebuild the city and bury their dead. Their strength is an inspiration. But there are children that witnessed their family being torn apart. Others climbed over piles of corpses to get to safety. What will they make of the world when they grow up? The city has scars that will linger for generations. Deckard Cain wrote much about the Pandemonium Fortress. He kept meticulous notes, drew sketches, and even made some maps. But nothing matches what is there now. The fortress has changed so much since Malthael took over.
Peter and Lara have been playing hide from the monster all day. Such a mess.
I joined a caravan of refugees heading to Bramwell, but we never made it there. Brigands slaughtered every...
I see death everywhere. Even when amongst the living, I see the specter of endless night. But you are different. Death's shadow surrounds you. It obscures all else.
I tried to leave the city today, but the gates are all closed. The guards won't let anyone in or out.
What are you going to do?
Stay here and hide, I guess. I am a coward.
Stop that! You're a good man.
Every time Westmarch is invaded, a hero appears to save it. History is much easier to write with a strong protagonist. Rakas and his sons built much of Westmarch during their time. The ruins in the marshes outside the city may be their work too. Of course, whenever I ask the Crown for gold to further my excavations, there's always a more pressing matter at hand.
The Zakarum Church always held an unhealthy sway in Westmarch, even after the ascension of rulers more interested in power than religion. When the true nature of the faith was finally exposed, however, it completely eroded any influence the church had over civil affairs. And rightly so, I might add.
Linden left a dagger here earlier. I'm guessing you're behind that.
He is beginning to listen. Can you tell me anything about it?
Let me look. It's well crafted for a Kingsport blade, and oh, the hilt seems to be hollow. Someone hid a note inside. Here, you should take it to Linden.
Many references to the beasts of Pandemonium in Cain's old writings. He journeyed there 20 years ago to help a band of heroes seal away the prime rivers, and his discoveries appear to have shaken him deeply. Sometimes he would stare outside the fortress walls, and winged beasts would appear, calling his name.
The evil undoes you!
The servants of evil are vanquished!
Horde is attempting to revive its master. It must be stopped. Let us drive it back to hell! We are victorious! You fight with the will of an angel, Nephilim.
Not ready
Mighty
yet.
adversary is before us.
Smile upon me. Your evil undoes you.
The opponent.
is true. I overflow with blessings.
Over here. We found ancient siege weaponry that we can use to create a diversion and draw Malthael's creatures away from the Ram. We can't fight and repair it at the same time. Protect us while we do our work. I'm under attack! Help me! It may drive off the rest of them. Siege weaponry is restored. This will help keep the Angel of Death's minions occupied. You are a noble warrior. We are proud to fight by your side.
Overflow with blessings.
Do you prefer slashing or stabbing? Or shooting?
I spoke with the Necromancer, Zale. He said that the source of my visions is not necromancy, but something else. He seemed unnerved by it.
Why Malthael was drawn here. It feels like death.
The Sliver has revealed Malthael's plan to me, and it is worse than I could have imagined. He means to use the Black Soul Stone to capture all demonic essences, even those that linger in human hearts. If the stone is altered to rip the demonic essence out of every man, woman, and child on Sanctuary, they will all die.
No, we can still stop him. And we begin by attacking the fortress.
Malthael is fundamentally altering the Black Soul Stone. It will now pull in all the demonic essence from whatever plane of existence it finds itself in. But mankind is born of angel and demon alike. Every mortal, save myself, has demonic essence as an intrinsic part of their being. Losing that will rip their body and soul apart. I never thought I would return here. Pandemonium was our battlefield for ages on end. Demons' blood saturated this ground. Many angels died defending it.
Why did you fight over this wasted land?
Our battles revolved around the World Stone. I had the Pandemonium Fortress built in order to protect it.
Malthael was the wisest of your kind. Did you not search for him when he disappeared?
Malthael kept to himself much of the time, and he was known to leave without warning. Eventually, the Council became concerned. We sent his closest followers to find him. Most of them did not return.
Urzel and the Maidens. They found Malthael and followed him down the path of madness.
It seems so.
The spirits say that you created the Pandemonium Fortress.
Not on my own, but it was my idea, yes. The angels raised it around the World Stone many eons ago.
Then its secrets are known to you. Are there no hidden entrances?
I fear not. The fortress is always changing, caught between the forces of heaven and hell.
When I was forced to admit my beliefs, I was lost.
has told me that the winged assassins were once the sages of wisdom. In return for their power...
Shatter the hooks!
Destroy those hooks! We can't move until they're gone!
Not ready yet.
Shatter the hooks! Prepare for one last hit!
The gates are broken.
Pandemonium Fortress. When I fought Malthael, my sword passed through him like air. He is in a state of death and life, impervious to physical harm. Your magic is not enough. To defeat him, you must channel the power of death, as he does.
The voices of the spirits below call to me. Could they be the key?
The power of the dead. If you could become one with it, you would be as Malthael is, and you could face him. But you must find a way, quickly. Every moment, thousands die, and Malthael's power grows beyond anything I have ever seen. The fortress feels strange and new to me, though I have come here times beyond count as its champion and as its liberator. It changes to match the nature of whoever controls it, but I have never seen it like this while under the control of an angel.
Malthael's mind has become twisted, and so has this fortress.
Despite all of this, I find myself with hope for the future.
I think this hope includes Irena, yes?
No! No, of course not. I do find her company stimulating. Yeah, I do enjoy her unique way of looking at things, but, I mean, no.
I think you should tell her you have left your vows behind.
What? Well, I mean, she is quite interesting. So, yeah, I suppose so. Perhaps I should. Maybe.
Ancestors, I call on you for aid. Malthael is beyond my powers, and I seek your guidance.
Though Malthael consumes the spirits of Imbuiru Ekura, it has not made him invincible. He has opened himself up to you.
But how?
Are you not master of the unformed land's power?
Malthael has grasped something greater than I have. He is death itself.
But the spirits would answer your call and aid you if they could be wrested from Malthael's grasp. Go deep within the fortress and set them free.
Who is it that I speak with?
I am the one and the many. I am the voice of Nkasi. I am the voice of your father and the voice of generations past.
Were you not a man before?
I was, but now I am more. Here in this place, I speak for the dead.
Your voices are diminished.
Malthael has consumed many, and so we are quieted. But even we few have great power. You were born for this, destined to partake in this battle. For you are the master of Imbuiru Ekura.
for them. The Black Soul Stone journeys through the portal to Sanctuary. Even now it spreads death across your world. And so ends the eternal conflict.
Among Malthael's most trusted advisors, and his fall to darkness affected them deeply. Gone were their radiant wings and calm, balanced counsel. Now they saw more malice and fear, an insatiable desire to destroy all living things.
They call me a hero. I slew demons beyond count. I won battles and broke sieges, but it availed me nothing. I know that this war can have no victor, only an eternity of revenge, pride, and hatred. Tyrael does not understand. He cannot see beyond the glory of battle. In time he may, but that day is not yet here.
These monsters were once the most notorious and reviled criminals in Westmarch, drawn up from the deepest, darkest cells of the city's prisons. Each was worse than the last. Heartless murderers who had butchered countless men, women, and children. In death, Malthael birthed them in forms that matched their twisted, callous souls, creating perfect instruments of slaughter. The executioners had earned their name.
Who seek a way out of the endless strife. Angels and demons could be enslaved by our fate. I can't be unique in all of creation. I know what I can. I will find those disillusioned of the war and lead them.
We need more time.
Go down easily.
The way opens before me.
We must make haste. If we...
My father is content to fight the same battles and the same foes while everything turns to ashes. These victories might last a day, or a year, or 100 years. The war will never be won so long as he and his brothers lead. There is an end to it, but fools like my father are too blind to see it.
From beyond the veil of death, the power of the spirits now resides within you, as it never has. You now live in both worlds, the true one and its shadow. And it falls to you to save them both.
I have never been able to speak so clearly with the spirits before.
Malthael has weakened the divide between the unformed land and its shadow. Before, you could only whisper through the veil. Now, you can pass through it.
If I defeat Malthael and the spirits are freed, what will happen to you?
Those who have survived will remain in Imperial Ecuador, though others have passed beyond.
Beyond?
They are gone forever, consumed by Malthael.
Took prisoners. I babbled like a fool about my dreams of escaping this war. My captor freed me and said that we would meet again. The lane was lit, one of Mephisto. I heard a sound and did not know what it was. I sought wisdom in the chalice, but there was none. The sounds called to me and I knew them. Human souls, but where?
prisoner in the battle, an angel whose life was dead. I read the nature. He surprised me. My touch seemed to breathe life into him. He raved like a madman about how he wished to escape the war. Perhaps I have found someone I can use.
I brought myself to Sanctuary, where humans dwell. Sons of man show their potential for greatness. They can stand for good like any angel in heaven, or they can enact evil worthy of the lowest demon of hell. The power of such a choice should not rest in the hearts of beings who are here for an instant, then flare and die.
Prisoner to what we've been told to believe. She and I have made plans. We will bring others to our cause, and together we will escape.
Humans cannot be trusted. They are born of angel and demon. But demons pervert whatever they touch. The humans are corrupt and are not worthy of the choice between good and evil. Angels and demons do not choose as it should be.
This is the wrong hammer, lad. I need the big one.
Right. Sorry.
And you, my friend, not a word out of you. Not a single word.
I was just going to tell Bryson about the good job he's doing.
You're going to distract my apprentice when he has all this work on his hands? Not on my watch. Now, lad, where's that hammer?
Hadrig found a note hidden in the dagger. Read it.
Lyndon, I killed him. Come after me if you must. I'll be waiting. Rhea, my brother's wife.
The woman you loved. But why?
I don't want to talk about her. Not until this matter is settled. And I know you and I will see it done.
If you see my children, please tell them to stop playing games and come home. Supper is almost ready.
I will do so.
I know I'm of use here in Westmarch, helping the people recover and keeping order. Each must serve in his own way, but I would love to come help with the fight in Pandemonium, if needed. When this is over, Tyrael will need to replace those who fell in the Tomb of Rakkas, and he'll continue to train and expand the Order of New Horadrim. With everything I've been through at your side, I think I can contribute to that effort.
Finally found you, Lieutenant Derek. Will you come quietly, or are you going to run again?
I'll go with you. I'm no coward.
That's not how I see it.
Leave him be. He is a good man, and he saved my life.
He let good men die. He's a deserter and a criminal, and he'll be dead in the morning.
I'm at peace. Perhaps the one good thing I did by saving your life can make up for the bad I've done.
You are a good man. Remember that.
My visions cloud everything. I can find no escape. I plan to leave Westmarch, to be alone, far away from the constancy of death. Some people would call it a curse, and sometimes it feels that way. But perhaps it's not. I need time to know for sure.
I've never learned precisely why Rakkas chose to found his kingdom here. He must have had an important reason, right?
Westmarch is currently ruled by Justinian IV. Originally thought to be a callow youth, Justinian came into his own in the years following his ascension to the throne. Rumors still abound about demonic activities surrounding his coronation. But I believe those are simply the product of overactive imaginations, fueled by the ever-prevalent myths of the Zakarum.
I'm not complaining, but your roguish friend over there seems to think he can win my favor.
Lyndon, ignore him.
Please tell the other gentleman you travel with, the armored one, that he's much more to my tastes. I've heard that you're journeying to a faraway land now. You won't forget to tell me about any discoveries you make there, will you?
You, mentioned that I should speak with Irena. I don't think I can do that.
If you do not, then Lyndon surely will.
What? That cad? Oh, she's already seen right through his lecherous ways. Surely he'd have no luck. Would he?
Who can know? But it would not be wise to give him another chance. You have battled demons, my friend. I know you can do this. Gather your courage and speak with her.
I now know that the call is coming from the realm of Pandemonium.
How could that be? It was not easy for us to reach it.
The prophet was a seraph. He may have hidden in Pandemonium to keep his affairs secret from the Angiris Council.
And then he summoned Lysa?
I saw her broken body, but the prophet's magic is powerful. He once saved us all. He could have saved Lysa again. Accompany me to Pandemonium. We will find where Lysa's voice is coming from, and perhaps I will uncover the answers I seek. I followed her voice to this place. I can hear her so clearly. You must find her.
I do not hear anything.
You must find her, Irena. Lysa, where is she? It is good to see you, Irena. I thought I would never gaze upon your face again. No, Lysa, it is you.
When we walk, the demons were in our midst. We were not ready. But you slept, Irena. Why?
I would have woken Reza. You must believe me. Demons, where are they coming from?
You must find Lysa. It is not too late.
Go. I have questions. It was to be a dreamless sleep, but the blackness faded, and dreams I had. Dreams that became nightmares I could not wake from. Sybil, I am here now. These are the demons that killed my sisters! You were always the strongest, Arena. Make us proud. Farewell, my sister. Lysa, I knew I heard your voice.
Why did we have to give our lives for you, Irena? What was so special about you? Chosen of the Prophet. Your sisters were willing to sacrifice their lives for you, just as the Prophet intended. But I would not play along. It merely took time for me to find a way out.
I never knew, Lysa. The Prophet never told me.
Irena, know that you possess the greatest potential of all your sisters, and so I chose you. They gave their lives so that you could survive and fight in the most important battle to come. They did this willingly, and their sacrifice is not a burden, but a gift to you.
What do I do?
Live. Fulfill the destiny for which I trained you, and for which your sisters died.
I always thought that Lysa was as strong as any of us, perhaps even the strongest. But she decided that the sacrifice asked of her was too great. How can I blame her? In her place, I might have made the same choice.
The greatest good sometimes requires the greatest sacrifice.
But is this not proof? If the price is too costly, goodness is not enough. Perhaps there is a better way. The Prophet knew one truth. Evil cannot be destroyed forever. In time, it rises anew and stronger.
Your prophet spoke wisdom.
Yes, and that is why I must carry on his mission. But I will not demand the sacrifice that was asked of my sisters. I and those who follow me will not sleep. We will pass on our task from generation to generation, ever vigilant and ready.
With a new prophet to lead them?
Who can say what the future holds?
is the Black Soulstone?
Malthael consumed it and took Diablo's soul.
Then Malthael's death will have released Diablo. He is free. The Nephilim had done the impossible. By conquering death, she had redeemed the angels and saved all mankind. In that moment, with victory at hand, I saw the Nephilim in a new light. She is a hero who can defeat the champions of heaven and hell, and a witch doctor who protects the innocent. But within her beats a mortal heart that will one day be tempted to corruption. On that day, will she have the strength to resist? Or will she be our doom?